Hello, everybody. It's Teacher Amy, and I am back with episode number 31 of Reward Roundup. I have 6 rewards that I want to show you today, which is a whole lot. So let's go ahead and get started. These rewards that I'm going to show you today are based on conversation and extension. So getting your child, your student to talk to you, as much student output as possible, and also extending the content of the lesson. So the first one that I want to show you today is by teacher Emily Frank, and this is a travel reward, but it's based on America versus China. So there are a couple of units out there where we talk about the differences between America and China. There's one in level 2, there's one in level 3, and then there's a level 4 unit that's on travel. So this could be used for a whole bunch of different units, and it's also great to get your student talking. So let's take a look at this reward here. So it's a pick and choose reward. So on every screen, they will get a choice to choose between somewhere in America or somewhere in China. Now, if your student is young, if this is a level 2 student, you could just say, do you want to go to America or China? And if it's an older student, then you can have them actually say New York City or Chengdu. So let's say they choose New York City. Well, she has some really great gifs and pictures of things in New York City here. So this is an awesome chance for extension here. You can say, what do you see? And if they're too young or if they haven't learned that vocabulary yet, you can explain it to them, teach them some new words. And if they are expected to know that vocabulary, then you get to practice it. So this is awesome. There's arrows going either way, so you can go back to the choice screen or you can go ahead to the next one. Let's say San Francisco or Shanghai. This time let's go to Shanghai and China. So again, lots of really great images of what's going on in those cities. So this continues. There's a whole bunch of these. I think that this reward is fantastic. I love how she has the American and Chinese flags going on in the background. She's used awesome, great quality images. It's really colorful. There's so much room for extension and conversation with your student here. This is like knocked it out of the park, Teacher Emily. Way to go. All right, so let's take a look at our next reward. This one is a Find a Star reward, and it's by teacher Dolores Blunchley. Now, I actually used this reward in one of my classes this week because I have a student in level 4 he's so much fun. I really enjoy having class with him, but he's not big on conversation. He doesn't like to talk to me about himself. So I thought, well, I'm going to use a conversation starter reward so that I can get to know a little bit more about him. Now, this one is a Find a Star reward based on hobbies. And it's also a would you rather reward. So it's kind of like a blend of a whole bunch of different topics here. So this one is great because it's a Find a Star. So they get to choose the numbers and there will be stars along the way. But there are also, every time that you give them a star, they get to ask you a question. So let's say we choose number 1. That is ask the teacher a question. So they get a star and then they have to ask you a question. Now this is great because sometimes they have a hard time coming up with questions, but other times they have really great questions. Like my student asked me today, what did you do this weekend? Which I thought was a great question. So we can go ahead and see the other ones. So these ones are all about hobbies. Would you rather ride a bike or go swimming? Now you can just take the answer from your student and that's enough, or you can tell them what you would prefer, what you would rather of either of these, and you can also ask them why. And why is a great question for these level 3, level 4 students because it gives them a chance to talk about how they're thinking. So it's getting them thinking in English as well as just speaking in English. They have to think, why would I rather ride a bike? Is it because I don't like water? Is it because, my friends ride bikes and I can do it with them or whatever? Like it gets them thinking in English in their head, and then they get to use those words to create sentences to have a conversation with you. So this is fantastic for extension. There's a whole bunch of these. Would you rather play an instrument? I found out that my student plays 3 different instruments just by using this reward. So I love this one. So good work, teacher Dolores. The next one that I want to show you is by Beth Pender. We all know and love Beth Pender. This one is more for extension than for conversation. So this is a Days of the Week What's Missing reward. And I'm not sure that I've ever used a What's Missing reward on Reward Roundup before. So how it works is, this one is obviously meant for that Unit 3, Level 3 unit on Days of the Week. So first you would start just by going over the names of the days of the week here. So they come up one by one, and you would just have your student repeat them. Now they can see all of them on the screen, and I usually have my students close their eyes or cover their eyes, or you can just say 1, 2, 3, and then as soon as you click, one of them will disappear. Now there's a superhero there instead. What's missing? Which word is not there? What day of the week? And they have to look and they have to figure out which one is missing. And once they figure it out, then you hit it and it will come back. Monday. And then you can do it again. Cover your eyes and then, oh, what's missing? And I love what she's done here with the superheroes taking the place. Instead of just having a blank spot where the day of the week goes missing, she's included a superhero. So this is really fun. And again, fantastic extension. They are learning the days of the week and the order that they go in. So this is great practice for them to be able to figure out, okay, what day comes after Tuesday, before Thursday? Oh, it's Wednesday that's missing. So fantastic. Great, great, great extension reward. Thank you, Teacher Beth. Okay, the next one I want to show you is, this is an extension reward for the particular unit in level 5 where we're talking about New Zealand. And this reward is by teacher Wendy Haith Purdue, and this is her first time on Reward Roundup. This is a Dino hide and seek reward. I haven't done a lot of these on Reward Roundup before. What I like about this particular reward is that Dino is actually hiding on every one of these slides, but it's up to you if you want your student to find a Dino or not. So whatever one they pick, after they choose it, if you want them to find Dino, you just click on the slide again, and if you don't want them to find Dino, you just don't click again. So I think that that's great. It gives a nice little twist to the reward. So let's take a look here. So she has a map of New Zealand, and these are words that they should know if they're in that unit. And so ask them, where would you like to travel? Or what would you like to see? Or whatever. Let's say they say glowworm caves. So you're going to go ahead and click on the arrow, and it will take you to, oh, look, it's the glowworms. So cool. So, and then you can talk about it. What do you see? What are they doing? What are they in? They're in a boat. Where are they looking? You know, all kinds of extension opportunities here for you and your student. Now, if you want them to find Dino, you just click on the screen and, oh, there he is. He's in a boat too. Cool. So then you can go back and then you can try something else. Let's try rugby. Oh, look, what sport are they playing? Rugby. And where do they play rugby? In New Zealand. All kinds of things you can talk about with your student here. And again, if you want them to find Dino, you just click on it and, oh, here comes Dino. He's a rugby fan. Great images that she's used here and really fun animations too. So nice job, Teacher Wendy. All right. The next one that I want to show you today is by famous teacher Josie Rudd. This one is great extension for the clothing unit in level 3. And I have actually used this reward in many classes that are not related to clothing just because it's fun, but it does go very well with the clothing unit. So let's take a look here. So this is called Dino's dressing rooms, and there are 4 dressing rooms to choose from, and within each dressing room there are a number of choices. So you ask your student to choose a number, a door, and let's say they choose 1, and then you ask them, which color do you want Dino to wear, red or blue? And let's say they pick blue. Okay, then you can say, what is Dino wearing? Which is the sentence that you want them to learn for that unit. He's wearing what? He's wearing a blue shirt. Let's see, what color hair do you want? Oh, Dino has black hair. Let's see, he's going camping, a tent or a backpack. So you get to teach these words if they don't already know them. And then we get a really cool camping scene with Dino here. And you can click on the sunglasses, happy face to go back and choose a different dressing room. And each time that they choose, it's going to end up with a different scene at the end. So I love this one. Tons of room for extension here. You can ask them what they're wearing, what are the colors of the things that they're wearing, what is he doing? He is camping. All kinds of extension stuff that you can throw in with this reward as well. So thank you again, Teacher Josie. Her rewards are always fantastic. And the last one that I want to show you today is another first time on Reward Roundup. This one is from teacher Amy Lynn, and it is called The Animal Hunt. Now, this one is really fun. I like what she has done here. She's incorporated a little bit of the what do you see rewards with like a zoomed in picture, and you have to have your student kind of guess what they're seeing. But then she's added a little extra element, which is really fun. So let's take a look here. So Dino is on an animal hunt. She's going to say, I see an animal. And when you click it, we're going to get a little like a zoomed in picture. And then you, of course, right away ask your student, what animal is it? And they'll say zebra. Now, once you click, it's going to say, do we say hello to the zebra or do we run? And your student chooses, let's say hello. Okay, hello zebra. If your student is more advanced, you can ask them, where does the zebra live? And what does the zebra eat? And all that kind of stuff. Click on the binoculars to go to the next one. Let's see, what is this one? Oh, what animal? And let's see, oh, it's a tiger. Oh, a tiger. Do we say hello or do we run? And if they pick run, then we get this little gif of running away. He is running. Tons of room for extension in all of these rewards. They just lend themselves. So leave the opportunities wide open for you. So this one is a lot of fun. I really like this reward a lot. These zoomed in pictures. Oh, what animal is this? Oh, it's a snake. Should we say hello? Hello. He looks a little nervous to say hello to the snake. I love it. I love it. All right, everybody, that is all I have for you today. I hope that you will try out these rewards in your classrooms. I love having conversations with my student, but sometimes I have trouble coming up with good questions to ask them because I just don't know what their vocabulary is or where it's at. But these rewards kind of guide you right to a great conversation with your student, and also is great practice for the vocabulary and the sentence patterns that they're learning in these units. So as always, please let me know how these rewards go over in your classroom, and I will see you next week on Reward Roundup. Thanks for watching, everyone.